This is the CW News at 6:30.
Good evening to you. Topping our news tonight, the head of the FBI denying speculation the killers in San Bernardino are linked to ISIS. In the wake of those attacks, U.S. leaders are, however, considering changing how they screen Muslim refugees as concerns escalate over radical Islamic terrorists. That term itself becoming a hot issue in Washington yet again. That's where Steve Handelsman picks up our coverage. Thank you, Steve. Closer to home now in Richmond, police announce a break in a recent murder case. They say 24-year-old Jeffrey Michaud is in custody, charged with conspiracy to commit murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Investigators believe he played a role in the shooting death of 33-year-old Ashley Davis. Her body was found in the woods near St. John's Wood Apartments last month. And a crime alert out of Hanover tonight as deputies search for the man they say robbed the same store twice. Take a close look at the photos on your screen now. This is the man Hanover deputies say broke into the Dash Food Mark on Mechanicsville Turnpike on November 10th and then on the 11th. Both times, deputies say he stole beer and cigarettes. Call Crime Stoppers if you know who this man is. And tonight's crime victims in an East Henrico neighborhood, they're speaking with me after they woke up to find thieves had rummaged through their cars. It happened overnight all along the 1800 block of Heckler Street. That's near Mechanicsville Turnpike. Now police are saying it's a good example of why you should never let your guard down.
But this was down. They had went through there, went up under here. Not sure what they were looking for, but it's not much in this car.
That's when they tried her mother's other car. Nothing there. But when they got to the gold Jaguar, they hit the jackpot.
I feel so violated.
The key to drive it away was sitting inside. The car once belonged to Nadine Hill's late husband.
I'm still suffering through the loss of my husband. I have 12-year-old twins. The car means a lot to them as well. It just reminds them of Dad.
Hill's neighbor alerted her of what was happening after she, too, found 3 cars in her yard had been rummaged through.
They went in my car in the glove compartment, took everything out. My daughter's friend was here also, and they went in his car, and they left papers all on the street.
And then just 2 doors down, another neighbor tells me the bad guys got into her car as well. But this time, they left 2 gloves on the ground. What, people don't lock their doors or what?
Well, we don't, because it's been so peaceful, we don't lock the cars at night. We never had no problem.
A bad habit which police say forced them to make this video, telling neighbors to stop and lock to demonstrate the time a thief can get to work.
4 seconds, that's how fast.
A fact not lost on this family who says they'll not only lock up from this point on, they plan to get car alarms.
I hear people say all the time, not in my neighborhood. I guess that's how I felt until now.
Hey, Dad, you forgot the sound.
Thanks, Jake.
All right, I want to take you now to a bizarre crime alert from Henrico police who tell me a man is actually stealing women's shoes from their front porches and then returning them with what we'll call, quote, biological evidence inside. It's happening at homes all along the Monument Avenue corridor. If you know who may be a victim or who may be doing this, call police at 501-5000. And here we go again. Another big rig overturning on a Henrico road that's just too narrow. A viewer snapped this photo on White Oak Road, and it's a problem we've investigated over the past year. Now, Stephanie Robusto in Henrico to explain why this is continuing to happen. Good work there, Stephanie. Now developing a kindergarten teacher out of a job now. She's accused of washing a student's mouth with soap, allegedly during class. Police are looking into that complaint in Greensboro, North Carolina. It happened at a school there on Wednesday, according to a PTA member. Now, the parent of another child actually saw what happened and reported it to the principal. A school spokesperson released a statement calling the incident unacceptable. The school district is also investigating. And right now, a Fredericksburg woman said she's weak in the knees over news that she's thousands of dollars richer. Lucretia Nizzolo won $100,000 after buying a 10 times the money scratch ticket at a Sheetz convenience store. Now, Miss Nizzolo is the second player to actually claim that top prize. Aside from paying bills, she plans to spend her money on family, including her bulldog named Sausage. And if you're looking for a job, listen up. Henrico Schools will be holding a career fair next week. Now, the county is actually looking for some school bus drivers. So on Tuesday, you'll be able to talk to other Henrico drivers and actually be interviewed for open positions on site. That job fair is at the Glen Allen Branch Library from 2 until 6. And you can call the Henrico Schools Human Resource Department if you need some more information there. All right, coming up, a Christmas card that's causing controversy. Why one South Carolina politician is now backtracking, saying it was all a joke. Plus, everything you need to know before you head downtown for tomorrow's big Dominion Christmas parade. We're back right after this.
You're watching the CW News at 6:30.
Welcome back. Your time is 6:41 now. Developing a South Carolina state representative raising some eyebrows tonight after sending a Christmas card to his fellow GOP lawmakers. And that card features a photo of the Confederate flag along with a message about, quote, memories of a happier time. The card says lawmakers who voted to remove the Confederate flag from the State House in South Carolina are asking God for forgiveness for their, quote, betrayal. Representative Chris Corley says the cards were sent as a joke. Lawmakers voted to take down the flag in July after 9 people were shot and killed inside a Charleston church over the summer. And Richmond is officially in the holiday spirit. We actually had a crew downtown at the James Center just moments ago to capture the countdown of the tree lighting, and we want you to take a look now.
Here it goes. Enjoy, everybody. Grand Illumination 20.
A lovely sight. Tonight's event was about more than just the holidays, though. The organization Stop Child Abuse Now, or SCAN, was down there collecting toys for Richmond area children. If you missed tonight's ceremony, there's still some time to donate. Just bring your unwrapped gift to the collection sleigh located in the 3 James Center lobby. All right, we're looking ahead now to the weekend. Another annual holiday tradition, the 32nd yearly Dominion Christmas Parade. It's tomorrow. This year's Grand Marshal is no other than Henrico native and American Idol finalist Rayvon Owen. You can also expect to see the Harlem Globetrotters, marching bands from area colleges, your favorite floats and balloons, and of course, Santa himself. Now, the parade kicks off at 10:15 in the morning, and that's at the Science Museum on West Broad Street. It continues east onto 7th Street. Should be fun. Well, a Minnesota couple in their 90s is now a hit on social media. Maybe you've seen it. Priceless faces following a spontaneous moment with Santa himself. Sabrina Squire has the story of Mommy kissing Santa Claus.
A pic.
Right.
All right, Jim, if you're heading out tonight, you'll want to keep that coat. Thank you. Well, don't go anywhere. Coming up, we're learning more about the sudden death of the frontman behind the Stone Temple Pilots. Plus, what police are saying they just found in his bedroom. Also, a Star Wars legend surprises some of his biggest fans, and it's all for a good cause. That story and more when we return.
You heartless.
Very cool. Thank you, Tyler. All right, some rock music fans actually waking up to some tragic news today. Stone Temple Pilots and Velvet Revolver frontman Scott Weiland has died at the age of 48. Police found him unresponsive inside his tour bus late last night. He was on tour with his latest band, Scott Weiland and the Wildabouts. Weiland struggled with substance abuse for years. Now, the official cause of death has not yet been released, but police just announced they found a small quantity of cocaine in the room where he was found. A 17-year-old girl is accusing an Orange is the New Black actress of assault and harassment. People magazine is reporting Dasha Polanco was in court Thursday. The accuser says Polanco attacked her in her Manhattan home back in July. Now, the actress's lawyer says his client was set up and that the accuser just wants money. All right, still more news ahead, but first, here's a look at what's coming up on tonight right here on CW Richmond.
Yeah, go ahead and shut your car off, put your keys on the dash for me.
All right, flashing lights in your rearview mirror are almost never a good sign. But for one Iowa couple, a routine traffic stop turned out to be quite engaging, if you will. Jeff Schultz admits he often speeds on the road. Well, he and his girlfriend Jenna were on the way to her parents' house when they were pulled over. Schultz was then asked to step out of the car on suspicion of theft. Jenna eventually got out of the car, but soon it became evident the only thing he stole was her heart.
Will you marry me?
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Oh my God!
pretty excited there. Schultz worked with police to pull off the arresting proposal. Jenna's family watched the whole setup from their garage. You'll probably never view it the same when you're pulled over by police. Hey, that's all the time we have. We hope you have a great night and a good weekend.